Hare Krishna. Hello friends, how are you all doing? I hope you all are doing well. This is Ritendra. I am preacher of Srimad Bhagavad Gita, and today is very special lecture. Today I am going to talk about the foolish pigeon story, the story of foolish pigeon. But before I start my lecture, I would like to introduce Srimad Bhagavatam. I am having Srimad Bhagavatam, and this Srimad Bhagavatam is written by A.C. Bhaktivedanta Srila Mahaprabhupada from ISKCON temple. And neither Srimad Bhagavad Gita nor Srimad Bhagavatam means both are neither religious book nor spiritual book, but a true and pure book, the science and humanity. And I am trying to propagate the humanity on the basis of Srimad Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam, and trying to morally motivate to those people who are actually frustrated and attempted to commit suicide on the basis of Srimad Bhagavad Gita. So let's get into the story of pigeon. I am having 11 canto, chapter number 7, the story of foolish pigeon. Here Krishna, here Sukdev Goswami stated to Parikshit Maharaj. Sukdev Goswami stated to Parikshit Maharaj. Here stated, Nati Sneha Prasanno Va Kartavya Kapi Kena Chitah. Nati Sneha means we don't have to get any kind of means too much affection with our children, with our family. नाति स्नेह प्रसन्नो वा कर्तव्य कापि केन चितः कुर्वन् विन्दतेन संताप कर्पत इव दिनति. Here Krishna, here Sukdev Goswami stated, one should never indulge. Listen it very carefully. One should never indulge in excessive affection. One should never indulge in excessive affection or concern for anyone or anything, or excessive concern and or excessive affection for our family member or with anyone. Otherwise, one will have to experience great suffering. One should have to will have to experience great suffering, and just like a foolish pigeon, it's just like a foolish pigeon. Here Sukdev Goswami stated, we don't have to keep too much affection, too much care, too much concern about our toward our beloved person or our family member. Otherwise we will have to suffer too much. Here Sukdev Goswami further stated, Karpotah karsranaha kut niro na vanaspatah kapotaya bharyara sadarva muasah katichita samaha. Here there once was a pigeon who lived in a forest along with his wife. The pigeon who lived in a forest along with his wife. This is a story, and actually we have entered in this particular story. In this particular pigeon story, the pigeon who is actually living in a forest with his wife, and he had built a nest. Within the tree, and lived there for several years in her company. Means his wife company. Actually, husband and wife, pigeon husband and pigeon wife, both are actually living in the nest. Actually, both actually built a particular nest and settled there. कपतो स्नेहा गुणातीन हृदय गुणधर्मिणः द्रष्टा दृष्टवान दमदेनः बुद्धि योक्ता भवन्तुः. Here the two pigeons were too much devoted to their household duties, too much devoted toward the household duty. When we are too much devoted toward the household duty, and their heart being tied together by sentimental affection, their heart get tied or get bondage by sentimental affection with a particular nest, and they were each attracted by other glances, bodily features and states of the mind, bodily features as well as state of mind. Thus they completely bound each other in the affection. They completely bound each other affection. Whenever we are actually too much affection with our wife, with our son, with our daughter, with our family, then we will surely get a material bondage. We only have to perform a prescribed duty, something like Niskam Karma Yogi. So this is what here in this we can learn from this story. Naively trusting in the future, they carried out their act of the resting, sitting, walking, standing, conversing playing, eating, so forth, as a loving couple among the tree of the forest. The loving couple in the tree of the forest. यय वासन्ति सा राजनः तत्पर्यन तक्तुना कल्पितः तत तत समनयन कामः कृष्णे हाव इंद्रजितः. Whenever she desired anything, O king, she pigeon would flattering cajole her husband, and he in turn would gratify her by faithfully doing whatever she wanted. Even with the great personal difficulty, he could not control his senses in her association. Actually, male pigeon and female pigeon both are not able to control their senses. Both are strongly associated with each other. So both are associated, both are affected, both are materially affected, got affection with each other, both are loving each other. कर्पोति प्रथम गर्भः गृहन्ति काल जाग्रतः आग्रते अंटनानि शुभे शृणुनिव स्वपतुन्त सनिधो सतिः. Then the female pigeon experienced her first pregnancy. Means the female pigeon experienced her first pregnancy. When the time arrived, the chaste lady delivered the number of the eggs within the nest in the presence of her husband. Deliver the number of the egg within the nest in the presence of her husband. When the time was ripe, baby pigeon with a tender limbs and feathers created by the inconceivable potency of the Lord, and were born from those eggs. And the two pigeons become most affectionate to their children and took a great pleasure in the listening to their awkward chirping, and which sounded very sweet to the parents. And thus with love they began to raise the little bird who were born of them. Little birds, small kids actually are there, and they got too much affection with the small kids, baby kids, baby pigeon. The parents' birds become joyful by observing the soft wing of their children, and their chirping, and their loving innocent movement around the nest, and their attempt to jump up and fly. And seeing their children happy, the parents were also happy. Seeing their children happy, the parents were also happy. Their hearts bound to each other by affection. The parents, male pigeon and female pigeon, both parents actually bound their hearts bound to each other by affection. The foolish bird, completely bewildered by illusory energy of the Lord Vishnu. Foolish bird, both are foolish, actually bewildered by illusory energy of the Lord Vishnu, and continue to take care of young offspring who had been born of them. And one day, two birds, head of the family, went out to find a food for the children, and being very anxious to feed their offspring properly, and they wandered all over the forest in the long time. Means for a long time they have wandered in order to search, in order to find out the food for their offspring children. At that time, a certain hunter who happened to be wandering through the forest saw the young pigeon moving about near their nest, and spreading out his net, he captured them all. Actually, hunter was there. Some hunter actually came and actually attack on the nest and destroy entire nest, and capture the particular male and female pigeon, and capture each and every pigeon, small kids. The pigeon and his wife were always anxious for the maintenance of their children, and they were wandering in the forest for that purpose. Having obtained proper food, they now return to their nest. Obtained proper food, they now return. When the lady pigeon caught sight of her own children trapped within the hunter net, she was overwhelmed with anguish and crying out, and she rushed toward them, and they cried out to her in the return. The lady pigeon had always allowed herself to be bound by the rope of intense material affection, and thus her mind was overwhelmed by anguish, and being in the grip of the illusory energy of the Lord. Illusory energy of the Lord. This is the Maya Jal of Lord Krishna, Lord Sri Hari. And she completely forget herself and rushing forward to her helpless children, and she was immediately bound in the hunter net. Immediately bound in the hunter net. She got captured in the hunter net, and seeing his own children, who were more dear to him than life itself, fatally bound in the hunter's net along with his dearmost wife, whom he considered equal in every way to himself. The poor male pigeon began to lament wretchedly. Actually, he started to cry. Male pigeon started to cry while seeing the female pigeon and also his children in the hunter net. The male pigeon said, "Else just see how I am to destroy. I am obviously a great fool, for I didn't properly execute pious activities. I didn't properly execute pious duty, and I could not satisfy myself, nor could I fulfill the purpose of my life." When we start to fulfill the purpose of our life, when we start to overcome from the material affection, fatherly affection, motherly affection, the family affection, when we start to overcome, then, my dear family, which was the basis of the religiosity, economical development and sense of the gratification, now hopelessly ruined. My entire family has been ruined. My wife, I were an ideal match, and she always faithfully obeyed me and in fact accepted me as her worshipable deity. But now, seeing her children lost and also her home empty, she had felt me behind and gone to the heaven with our saintly children. And now I am wretched person living in an empty house. My wife is dead, my children are also dead. And why should I possibly want to live? Why should I possibly want to live? My heart is so pained by separation from my family, and that life itself has become a simply suffering. Life is all about suffering. We all have to absorb all the suffering. Means when sometimes we are considering, I am having too much suffer, I am having too much pain as compared to other. Why I am having this much of pain? We are thinking like that, but life is all about suffering. Life is all about struggle. We all have to pass from the struggle in order to get survived. Otherwise, we are not able to get anything in our life. So, after passing from the material mitigation, material pain, and after mitigating all the such a pain which actually we observed throughout our life, then we will surely get the supreme abode of Lord Krishna. We don't have to behave like a foolish person. We have to understand who we are and what is our prescribed duty and why we are here. We have to satisfy our own soul. We have to understand our bodily relations are only worthless. Our bodily relations are worthless. Material relations are worthless. We are only having a supreme relation with the supreme personality of Godhead Lord Krishna. We have to understand, we have to recognize, we have to identify our relation with the Supreme Personality of Godhead Lord Krishna, and we have to surrender to Lord Krishna. Even Lord Krishna, Madhusudan, Mukunda, Murari, Kesava, Janardana stated directly to all of us, Sarva Dharmana Paritejante Mame Ekam Saranam Vajraha Aham Tam Sarva Papebhyo Moksha Shami Masulaha. Here Krishna stated, abandon all the religious practices and just surrender to me. I shall deliver you salvation and make you free from your all kind of sinful activities. I shall make you free from your all kind of sinful activities. So you don't have to fear path. You just have to surrender to me. Then you will surely reach to me. I will definitely make you free from your all material pain, material suffering, whatever sinful activities you have executed, whether knowingly or unknowingly. You will surely get freed after surrendering to me. So we all have to surrender to Supreme Personality Godhead Lord Krishna. Here I would have to chant Krishnaya Vasudevaya Hariye Paramatmane Pranata Klesha Nasaya Govindaya Namo Namaha. Krishnaya Vasudevaya Hariye Paramatmane Pranata Klesha Nasaya Govindaya Namo Namaha. Krishnaya Vasudevaya Hariye Paramatmane Pranatakleshanasaya Govindaya Namo Namah. I hope you all can understand. If you are having any questions, any doubt, then please kindly put a comment. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. Jai Shri Radhe.